What are some small, unnoticed ways we as a society have made social progress in the last 2 decades? My grandfather has been blind for 40 years and says people are way more friendly than they used to be. Especially younger people are eager to help. Infant mortality rate in Africa is now the same as it was in Europe in the 1970s. Absolutely amazing progress. Way fewer people smoke these days. Honestly, in my extended family it's maybe one of my distant cousins. I feel like evolution of computers started getting so smooth that we don't notice it. People pick up their dog poo more now. There are far more dogs now than 20 years ago and less poop on the pavement. Giving more opportunities to people with disabilities. Talking about mental health more, even if it is out of necessity. Trash goes in trash can. Absolute poverty throughout the world has been halved from where it was in the year 2000. Streets are cleaner. More healthy food is filling the shelves. People in general are more conscious of where the product they just bought came from and under what conditions it was made. No smoking indoors. In North America at least. Was watching The Sopranos, a show from early 2000s. Was shocked to see how many scenes involved people hacking darts inside. We're simultaneously becoming more educated and learning to appreciate people with modest or untraditional educational backgrounds. Well, people don't grab pens and pencils out of kids' hands because they're lefties and then shout at him for not using their right side hands. Man, I love this comment section. Is literally the kind of content I needed. In 2001, video games were still a little nerdy. You did not talk about games around girls. Millions fewer are living in extreme poverty. Vaccines access. The days are coming where vaccine-preventable disease will be eradicated from the face of the earth. There are so many younger people totally aware of the importance of mental health and not ashamed to talk out their own. If something was lame 20 years ago, people would call it gay. I don't hear this much anymore. Granted, I'm no longer hanging with teenagers. I have noticed everyone in my store brings their own reusable bags now. It's so nice to reduce your impact in little ways and see everyone else doing it too. Environmental issues have gone from activism to being part of the general public conscience. At least, for the most part. We don't hate gay people as much anymore. Public smoking. This thread has just made my week. I've been avoiding all news outlets because I honestly just could not handle more bad news, but some of these answers have honestly made me light up. Thanks, guys. Some have observed that fewer and fewer people are driving drunk, thanks to a mix of ride-sharing apps and more of the younger generation thinking that it's irresponsible, inexcusable to drink and drive. People are better at learning new graphical interfaces. More women gamers. The newer generations seem to be more empathetic. Mother-in-law jokes, lack thereof. Men have more places to go to for domestic abuse and rape. I've gotten 20 years older. But I've noticed, so I don't think it counts. I no longer get, randomly, selected for a search when using the subways. Though not sure if that is social progress or due to the fact the NYPD isn't worried about terrorism in the subways anymore. In some parts of the world, religion has less influence and impact. Progress and regress. We had a black president for 8 years and we didn't really talk about it or talk about it today. He is just a former president. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe for more content.